Hello, my name is Mrs. Yarbrough, and I am a media specialist at Church Creek Elementary School. And today I'm going to share with you two books. Both of these books were written by Jory John and illustrated by Pete Oswald. So the first book is called The Bad Seed. I'm a bad seed. A bad seed. Oh yeah, it's true. The other seeds, they look at me and they say, that seed is so bad. When they think I'm not listening, they mumble, there goes a bad seed. But I can hear them. I have good hearing for a seed. How bad am I? Do you really want to know? Well, I never put things back where they belong. I'm late to everything. I tell long jokes with no punchlines. I never wash my hands or my feet. I lie about pointless stuff. I cut in line every time. Doesn't really sound like a nice seed, does it? I stare at everybody. I glare at everybody. I finish everyone's sentences and I never listen. And I do lots of other bad things too. Do you know why? Because I'm a bad seed. A bad seed. I just can't help it. Sure, I wasn't always this bad. I was born a humble seed on a simple sunflower in an unremarkable field. I had a big family, seeds everywhere. We found ways of having fun. We were close. But then the petals dropped and our flower drooped. They're all falling out of the flower. It's kind of a blur. I remember a bag. Everything went dark. And then a giant. You think he's gonna eat him? I thought I was a goner. I thought I was done for. I screamed and hollered, ah! But I was spit out at the last possible second. I flew through the air and I landed under the bleachers with a huge thud. When I woke up, it was dark outside. A wad of gum had softened my fall. I felt okay, but something had changed in me. I'd become a different seed entirely. I'd become a bad seed. A bad seed. That's right. I stopped smiling. I kept to myself. I drifted. I was friendly to nobody and bad to everybody. I was lost on purpose. I lived inside a soda can. I didn't care, and it suited me. Until recently, I've made a big decision. I've decided I don't want to be a bad seed anymore. I'm ready to be happy. It's hard to be good when you're so used to being bad, but I'm trying. I'm taking it one day at a time. Sure, I still forget to listen and I still show up late and I still talk during movies and I do all kinds of other bad stuff. But I also say thank you and I say please and I smile and I hold doors open for people. Not always, but sometimes. And even though I still feel bad sometimes, I also feel kind of good. It's sort of a mix. All I can do is keep trying and keep thinking, maybe I'm not such a bad seed after all. Hey, look, there goes that bad seed. Actually, he's not that bad anymore. I heard that. Look, he even has a smile on his face. Have you ever felt like a bad seed before? Hopefully you haven't, but I'm sure you have. Did you hear how the bad seed turned it around? He started by trying to do things that were nice for others. I bet you can do the same thing too. I have time to read another book that was written by Jory John and illustrated by Pete Oswald. So this time I'm going to read The Cool Bean. And this is his newest book that he has published. So The Cool Bean by Jory John and Pete Oswald. Watch out! Here come the cool beans. The cool beans. Oh yeah, check out how they move. Look at the way they swagger. Notice their sunglasses. Yow! The cool beans are known all over school, from house to house, across town, beyond county lines. In the olden days, last year, we were all one big pot of beans. We were a mixed bag, but somehow it worked. Yep, those were the good old days. And then we stopped seeing each other as much. That's just how it is sometimes. You spend less time together, even though you're not totally sure why. Get the little bean over here. How do you think he feels?
Mrs. Gentili, when you have an opportunity, if you can call into the office, thank you.
Looks like he feels pretty sad. I watched as the beans I knew so well, the beans from my own pod, became the cool beans. Oh, they were so cool. One of them could play the guitar, cool. One of them could draw the best superheroes, cool. One of them could jump higher than any bean I'd ever known, cool. Me? Well, I mostly stayed the same. Sure, I made some small changes. I wore sunglasses. They were too big. I slicked my hair back. It was too slick. I strutted around. I swaggered. Uh-oh. He bumped his toe on a rock and he slipped on a banana peel. Kind of sounds like he's trying to be someone else, doesn't it? Do you think he's trying to be like the cool beans? Well, I was still picked last for everything. My clothes never seemed to fit. I snorted when I laughed. Honk. I walked into stuff. Whoomp. I was an uncool bean, for sure. I started thinking of myself as just a common bean with no special skills. I couldn't compete, so I didn't even try. I'd never be a cool bean. Again, he has that sad face still. It seemed like there were two types of beans in the world. There were the cool beans and the beans like me. The days all blended together. I'd lived my life and things were just okay. I took tests and ate lunches and mostly kept to myself. The cool beans, they continued being cool. I mean, sure, I missed them. Well, a bit. But it's not like I was going to say anything. I felt like all that coolness had gotten in the way of our friendship. And that's how it went until one day. Sounds like something is going to happen. Maybe something's going to change. What do you think's going to happen? I was in the cafeteria. I dropped my lunch on my loafers. Oh no, not again. But then something sort of miraculous happened. Out of nowhere, one of the cool beans helped me clean it up. He didn't even say anything. He just gave me a nod. That was it. Later, I was out on the playground. I tripped and scraped my knee, and I maybe even cried a little bit, and everybody saw it. Another one of the cool beans came to my side, and without a word, he dusted me off. So that cool bean was nice to him, and so was this one. That afternoon, I was sitting in class. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't notice, but our teacher had called on me. Everybody stared. I sat there in silence, nobody saying anything. And then, everybody just laughed at me. That was it. After today, I was officially a has-been. But then one of the cool beans stood up and came over to me. Everybody watched. She leaned in close and whispered, "Hey, the teacher asked you to read from page 32. Then she gave me a quick wink and went back to her seat. It was a small gesture, sure, but it was also everything. You know, I noticed something. On this page, he's very sad, but on this page, he's now happy. What happened that changed the way he was feeling? Do you think it's because one of the cool beans was nice to him? I walked home with a goofy smile on my face. I smiled all the way through dinner. That day made all the difference. It was a day that could have been really bad, if not for the kindness of a few cool beans. It gave me a shred of confidence, that shred of confidence that continued to grow. Somebody had my back, or a few somebodies. After that, I started hanging out with the cool beans again. How have you been? Get it? How have you been? Not all the time, but sometimes. At lunch, after school, even on the weekends. Throughout all of this, I realized that it's not about how you look or any of that other silly stuff. Oh, he's recycling his sunglasses. It's about a wink or a nod or a smile at just the right moment. It's about dusting somebody off, helping them up again, and pointing them in the right direction. You need a hand? Yes, please. Now that's cool. The Cool Bean. I really like this book because I think everyone at some point has felt like our character here, kind of left out. Did you see how kindness made him feel so much better? And they even included him, which made him feel 100 times better. If you enjoyed both of our books today, The Bad Seed and the Cool Bean, I encourage you to check out some of Jory John's other books. He has also written The Good Egg and The Great Eggscape. Continue reading, readers. Hope to see you again. Bye.